Hey guys, let's watch. Yeah, I've said it before, but I feel like that shouldn't work out in favor of Nidorino. Anyway, this is Pokemon Red version. This is a little bit different than what you might be expecting. This is not a Let's Glitch, but technically it's a Pokemon Red glitch journey, what I'm going to call it. Because it's a bit different than what you're going to be used to. The first glitch we're going to show actually involves getting rid of our past save data. To do that, I'm going to hold up, select, and B, and remove all save data. That's because we're going to do the SRAM glitch, or the SRAM glitch, I like to call it, for whatever reason. It is the save abuse glitch, or save corruption glitch, which quite literally is what it implies. We're going to corrupt our save. So now we have a fresh file. The reason why you want that is so basically every data point in the game, or at least in the SRAM, is FF. We're going to speed through this because we've already seen this before. It doesn't matter what name you give yourself, but it will change a little bit what we'll see later. But if you follow the typical red and blue names, it should look the same. I'll explain that here in a little bit. So we're going to load in. And first thing I'm going to do is actually save a state. Next thing you want to do is actually save the game. You can't open your Pokemon screen without a change. What you want to do, since I'm playing on a computer, this is actually really easy, because I can save a state and then just go to the save and then reset the emulator, and it works out perfectly. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to save the game, and then very shortly afterwards, you want to reset. I know, like, on typical hardware, you actually have to turn the game off. But in here, I can just press the reset button, which is helpful. So literally just hit yes, and then you reset your game. And hope that worked. So there's a couple things to look out for. If you load in, and it says this, that means you did it too soon. So then your save file is destroyed, and you'll have to redo it, which, I mean, isn't terrible, but it is a little time consuming. But if you save a state, you can go right back to it, which is pretty helpful. So we're gonna try it again. I totally brain fart there. Let's try that again. Yeah, you wanna activate it before now saving shows up. But you can't do it too soon, and you can't do it too late. I should have just showed you what, I'll do it anyway. So if you do it too late, you'll have a continue button, but nothing will seem to change. You can't open your Pokemon screen. But if we do it correctly, timing is pretty precise. There's like 4 frames that you can hit for it to work. Let's see if it worked. Okay, definitely didn't do it too early. Okay, I got it. So now you'll see that I have an expanded party, and that actually gave me 255 Pokemon, which is an insane amount of Pokemon to have. I'm actually going to save a different state. Give me 1 second. Alright, we now have 255 Pokemon. We have no Pokédex, which will be a theme of this little playthrough I have planned. We're still at 0-0, which is interesting. And then there's a random symbol here, which is pretty cool. But anyway, we're going to go to the third Pokemon, which should be right here. And we're going to switch those with the 36th Pokemon. And remember, the bottom here is actually the 9th. So we go down 1, that's 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. That should be correct. If I back out here, this will happen, which is a little interesting. And we can actually go back into this fire zone if I wanted to, even though the pallette's kind of wrong. And I can go through there normally. If I leave, I'll go into a glitch city. Not very helpful. Kind of stuck here now. And speaking of being stuck, you're stuck once you, once you get 255 Pokemon, I'm pretty sure you cannot escape Pallet Town. Because you cannot obtain a Pokemon and being able to use it. What I mean by that, I'll show you really quick. So I'll play through this normally. Oak's gonna come over here and give us a hard time for not having any Pokemon, even though we have 255. everyone's seen this, so there's no point in showing it. But we'll choose one of these Pokemon. Oh, jeez. Come on, Blue. Sure. And Blue will take his Pokemon. Big whoop. Just to check really quick. Whoops. Let's just see what we have in here to begin with. Huh. Pretty interesting. Everything looks like it's 255, I should say. TM55 is what I was going to say. And that's just because what we did, we removed basically all our data in the save RAM. I like to call it SRAM or SCRAM. I'll say either of those. And basically they're all identical, it seems like. There might be a few differences, but like the moves are all the same. Everything's 255. It's all over the place. It's pretty funny. But no sign of the Pokemon I just grabbed. Not even at like the very end here. Or like... yeah. And that just crashed the game. Which works out, because I couldn't even use my Pokemon in the Battle of Blue. We'd basically freeze. I'll show that later. Perhaps in another episode. But for now, let me show you another trick we can do. Alright, I gotta be quick here. What we're gonna do is make our way down here to the right corner of our doormat. Go into your Pokemon screen, switch the 9th Pokemon with the 10th, and then switch the 10th with the 11th. Back out. That'll give us access to our item bag and expanded item bag that we now got from that. This is where things will be a bit different based on names. See here, this is the slot that we need. Take this 7F, switch it with this Master Ball here, and then you gotta toss 68 of them. You gotta be fast. I probably don't have enough time anyway, because I took a little bit when I was setting this up. We'll see the palette changes. If we walk out the door, we're in the Hall of Fame. And this is the very famous way to beat the game in a very short amount of time. If you're fast enough, you can actually get it where it says 000. Alright, we get it. Oh, I got 001. Too bad. You still have lots to do. But it seems like you can get different effects. I think even based on the frame that you cause the save corruption. Because it seems like I actually have two different ones here. I'll show you. So I don't have this set up, but I'll have a different save state here. So now if I come back here to the same spot and do the glitch the same way, I think it's already set up. So 9th for the 10th, 10th for the 11th. Go back to my items and you'll see here, actually in that slot, which I believe was 32. Don't quote me on that. Seems a little early for that. Anyway, so you can see that it's self-scope now, and not actually, what was it, 7F, I believe. So even if I switch it over here, that won't really help me very much. Well, I end up over here, which is pretty cool. Let's see. I can't leave. Well, that was one instance of this going wrong. Let me show you back in the other save state something cool we can do. Alright, after looking at it again, I'm pretty sure this is item slot 33. And we're going to switch that into 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. Which would make sense. This one, just toss. What I like to call a block 9. You'll see the palette changes again. It kind of reminds me of Fuchsia, and that's because we'll go to Fuchsia City. And now we are here without a Pokédex, with a lot of Pokemon, and actually a lot of money too. Check it out. As you can see, I have block money, which is pretty handy because I think if I just buy like a whole stack of revives, it keeps our money kind of over a glitch amount, which is pretty cool. We can buy like infinite items. Although it is a bit problematic though, because it does kind of get eaten by the expanded item bag we have here. I also wonder if it might throw things off. Yeah, we shouldn't have anything up there. That's the actual cancel button from the very beginning. Jeez, can I even get back out of there? That's where I feel like you don't really want to buy items, because it will kind of stop your expanded item bag. So for example, just buy a couple more of these. And you'll see that it's now basically contained again. And now I just have 9 Great Balls, and that's pretty lame. But that's all I have for the introduction episode of this. Stick around for more. The next part, we will actually catch some Pokemon and get rid of our expanded party. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you then.